I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to the bank. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist. No stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming, ho, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't.
There you go, talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic. I'm only gonna do this once. Yeah.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you. Let's get it right. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now. When came, I got cold. Stone looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently.
Yeah!
I should start a foundation, make them wish it. Got these hoes in the fringe, they can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes, yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize, you can't find another me. Let's get focused, want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah, I put in that time, put in work, I'm a different breed. My work is Mama mentality, shout out the bean. Coach life, sweat, six, society T. I'm in the gym working out clean. Bag work, 5 punch combinations, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. I'm made different, I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with me. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me.
Classic. Oh yeah.
Hey y'all, hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciates it.
Yeah. Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes, and you have arrived at the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. Classic. Woo. I got the best chat on all streaming platforms. Chat 333. I'm only gonna do this once. Man, listen, man. Nobody do it better, man. Nobody come with more entertainment and education at the same time and information at the same time. A little bit of satire, all at the whole situation set up, man. It's us. It's us. You know what I'm saying? I am 1/5 of the Raw Society Coalition. My name is Classic, and I come with the classic codes. Classic. Man. Ooh-wee. Let me talk to my chat real quick, man. Passport Skull, what up? 333. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? TNN 333. What's happening with it, TNN? Souls of Thought 333. What's up, brother? Joe Jet 333. What up, my brother? Modine 333. What up? Hey, yo, let's get it. What up, Modine 333? Passport Code. I got the codes. Yeah, on God. He said, yeah, I'm ready for Friday. Oh, yeah, it's showtime. It's go time, chat. You see the information scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you ain't got your tickets, you might miss it, man. Listen, the tickets moving and they about to be gone. We keeping it intimate because this show is not for everybody. We talking quality over quantity. And oh my God, I don't even want to talk about the concert. I'm not even going to talk about Classic. Oh my God, the subjects that we got to talk to y'all about, oh my God, the crowd participation. Oh man, if you're not gonna be there on Friday, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. FBA all day, B1. Yeah, what's that? Decor nothing. What that mean? What's happening with it? What's happening with it? 333. What up, Soft Rain? 333 is up. She said it's up. Oh, it's all the way up there. It's all the way up there. It's show week, Classic. Baby. Yeah. For those of y'all that don't know. But let's get into the disclaimer, and so we can get straight into the show, man. Let's get to work, man. I'm turned up. I'm too turned up. Let's go. All right. Check it out. This live stream is for entertainment and commentary purposes only. All statements made are alleged, opinion-based, and part of a public discussion. We are content creators reacting to publicly available information, not journalists or legal professionals. Nothing stated should be interpreted as factual claims or assertions of wrongdoing. Viewer discretion is advised. That is our disclaimer, to get that out the way for y'all, man, to get that out the way for y'all. So look, we will be talking about not Black history, so to speak. We will be covering Black history, but this is not a history lesson, right? We're about to have a nuanced discussion like only my chat can do. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to slide over to YouTube, and we're going to tap back in with a podcast that I'm starting to really like, Hitman Holla, one of my favorite battle rappers. Shout out to Hitman Holla. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Shout out to St. Louis. You know what I mean? I think we got some people coming in from St. Louis to the Classic. Show. Yeah. Shout out to Hitman. We actually sliding over to Hit and Hers. All right, that's the name of his podcast with his, I believe it's his wife or his girlfriend, Cinnamon. So we're gonna slide over here to their podcast, and we're gonna tap in. They did a great conversation on that. I mean, it was kind of an interview, but more so of a conversation. They had a great conversation with Yahki, and they had a great conversation with Yahki Awakened, and I want to tap in with it, and because we covering some things about indigenous people, right? The difference between Black folks and of Africa, right? Indigenous of Africa, and the Black and dark and brown people who were already here when colonizers pulled up, right? So we're going to get into some of that conversation, and we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to discuss some history. It's a lot of knowledgeable people that's in my chat. I'm sure we're going to be bouncing facts around, and we're going to have a good time learning about each other and loving being Black. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get into some other things as well. Let me do a refresh real quick. Bear with me, chat, because something going on with my templates. 1 second. All right, we back. Appreciate y'all patience, chat. We got some technical difficulties ever since we covered certain topics and certain people and certain things. We start having technical difficulties. But this the thing about it, though. My chat gonna wait, and I'm still gonna put on a great show. So glitching or not, or whatever y'all want to try to do, because I got some high-powered shit over here as far as internet. So, but ever since we've been covering certain shit, you know, it seemed like they've been sending them bots this way. But I got something for that too. Don't bring technology class out. Don't bring technology class out. What Michael Jackson said, leave me alone. Straight up, chat. If y'all don't know, y'all don't know. It's okay. It's esoteric. You know what I'm saying? All right, we back. I got my formats too. We cool. All right, I want to give y'all the right show. There we go. That's more like right, chat. That's more like right. Let me see what we talking about in the chat real quick. TNN said, hello, Rain. Here go the information for the show. For those of y'all that's trying to get tickets, slide over to Eventbrite. Talk That Radio. Interesting. We aren't from Africa. We about to talk about it. Chill, relax. Easy. Look, whoa there. Come on, we about to talk about it. Tez 333. What up, my dog? Racehead 333. You know what it be. I know what it is. That's what it is. He said people run to the indigenous thing to escape the Bible's accountability. We about to have a conversation. We about to get into it. Look, you ready? All right, let's get it. I like the energy in the chat. Talk to us. All right, let's go, Yahki.
Melanated beings are lactose intolerant. Now, you do have African tribes in Africa But I'm gonna put it on record to say that we are not African. I'm gonna say that.
That's another story. We're gonna get into that too.
It's a big difference between so-called African Americans and Africa that's in Africa. And then it's not even called Africa. They don't even call it Africa. But our genetics is different. When you look at I don't want to say the creation of the Caucasian race, but when you look at when they came on the scene, some say 6,000 years. All of my research shows 10,000 years ago. When you look at melanated beings, we have been around on Earth since the beginning of time. So everybody was of a melanin descendant back then. Everybody was black. So how did you tell if they was different? They had different cultures, they had different body size, different geographical locations. Like when you look at Africans, their skeleton structures are more different than ours. A lot of them are more skinnier than us. When you look at their nasal passage, their noses are shaped different. They are different. You know, I'm not saying that we all are not connected ancestrally, but
all right, so look, to do this justice, because Yahki spews a lot of information and he does it with fluidity, and so it comes off very quickly. And so for those who these concepts are new to, we're going to take our time with it a little bit. All right. So I'm going to take it back to where he's talking about lactose intolerance. And that leads him to talking about the distinguishment between different types of black people that are indigenous of different land masses and geographical locations in the world. All right. Let's go. I see y'all in the chat. We're going to come to the chat too. Let's get it.
Heavy melanated beings are lactose intolerant. Now, you do have African tribes in Africa, but I'm gonna put it on record to say that we are not African. I'm gonna say that.
That's another story. We're gonna get into that too.
It's a big difference between so-called African Americans and Africa that's in Africa. And then it's not even called Africa. They don't even call it Africa, but our genetics is different. When you look at I don't want to say the creation of the Caucasian race, but when you look at when they came on the scene, some say 6,000 years. All of my research shows 10,000 years ago. When you look at melanated beings, we have been around on Earth since the beginning of time. So everybody was of a melanin.
Okay, so a lot there. So first off, he's talking about the difference between people who are indigenous of the continent that we call Africa versus indigenous of this continent, which we call the Americas, or this nation, which would be North America, right? But so he's talking about the difference between the black people. Some bone density, some hair texture, generally speaking, geographical location, climate, things like that. It does have a level of influence over your physical presentation, like the shape of your nose, et cetera, right? It does have some influence there. So it only makes sense. Bone density, things like that, allergens, stuff like that. So there's a lot there. I mean, obviously, all black people are not the same. I think fundamentally we can see that, understand that, and know that, right? Tribal people generally, if you go to a tribe, right, no matter what, brothers, sisters, neighbors, everybody there look like cousins. You know what I'm saying? You got some super distinguished looking people, and then for the most part, everybody there look related. They look related. You feel me? If you're not of the same tribe, you know what I'm saying, then you're gonna have some distinguishing differences. I think that this concept, that's why a lot of times when people talk about like, oh, brothers need to come together and we got to do this and do that, I'll be like, yo, some of them ninjas ain't my type of ninjas, folk. Like, I don't know, they got our tribes all mixed up and all that. Colonization then changed the whole situation, but some of these ninjas ain't my type of ninjas. Like, in a different day and time, we probably warred with them or had some type of peace treaty set up, but we don't really mess with them like that. Like, we probably go mess with their women real quick, but we don't really, you feel me? Like, it be tribal. Y'all ain't never been in a room full of like a room of people, right? And it just be like certain people in there where you just innately, it don't connect. There's no synergy. It's innate though. Y'all ain't really gotta talk. Y'all ain't nothing. They just, you know what I'm saying? You don't like the way they look at you. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. You feel me? There's something to that. So this concept of like, oh, all brown need to get along and mix it, man, no, it ain't never been like that. Have y'all ever seen Hotel Rwanda? Like, black on black? You got to realize what Yahki just said. He said white folks, by his estimation, came into the fold 10,000 years ago. By a lot of other researchers, came into the fold 6,000 years ago, which is ironic because if you time that up with the time of religion. Anyway, but yeah, so that's not what we talking about. We're gonna stick to the blacks, right? So if we've been here since the beginning of time, all the wars amongst civilization have been amongst brown on brown, black on black, so to speak, right? So we can't act like this whole kumbaya, we shall overcome just because we brown, everybody should get along. That's why I be saying, like, when people be introducing these concepts, like I was on this panel last week where a bunch of brothers was defending some soft shit, and I was trying to explain to them that these ain't real problems, right? And I was trying to explain to them about nature, but a lot of people are so disconnected from nature, they can't even grasp these concepts. Like, just because you black and I'm black, it don't mean that we ain't natural born enemies. It don't mean that. It does not mean that. And I know it sounds counterproductive. Oh, it's Black History Month. What are we really talking about here? We come here to have real conversations. There's a tribalism thing going on. You feel me? And that's why you have dissension amongst black. It will always be that way. We are the original people. So before the introduction of what you call the Caucasian, all friction was amongst people who was brown. So stop acting like just because we all black, we all supposed to be kumbaya. That's never, ever in human history, that's never been a thing. So understand when you're around your type of ninjas versus some other type of ninjas. You feel me? And that don't mean it got to be battle. That don't mean it got to be war. But it also means you got to know who you should and should not be dealing with past a certain point. Make sense? Let's have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important to understand that. So I ain't gonna get into my heritage yet. We're gonna keep rolling. I see the chat. It's not out of hand yet. I see y'all. Keep talking.
And descendant back then. Everybody was black. So how did you tell if they was different? They had different cultures, they had different body size, different geographical locations. Like when you look at Africans, their skeleton structures are more different than ours. A lot of them are more skinnier than us. When you look at their nasal passage, their noses are shaped different. They are different. You know, I'm not saying that we all are not connected ancestrally, but we are different though. We're very, very different. Even our hair, genetics, you know, an African man, look at his hair. Yeah, a lot of them genetically don't grow beard. Some of them do, but a lot of them genetically don't grow beard. So it's a difference between us. And I don't know why it's such a big thing. They be like, Dr. Yahki, you trying to cause more division. No, I'm not trying to cause more division, but it's a reason why certain so-called African tribes that's been in America for 1,000 years can't be like the Mezi tribe and eat cow and drink cow blood and drink cow's milk. It's a reason. And that's because we lack the enzymes to actually break down. It's called lactase. So-called African Americans, about 95% of us lack this enzyme called lactase to break down lactose, which is a sugar that comes from milk. But when you go over there into the African lands, into the motherlands, you do have certain tribes that thrive off of it.
Y'all understand why? And I'm using his conversation to drive home points that I always be making. So just run parallel with us. All right. This my conversation and my content is for the sophisticated. Shout out to chat 333. Right. So again, nature, the truth, I always tell y'all, chat, the truth is right in front of you, right? And the truth makes sense. You don't have to make it make sense. So how I just got done explaining to y'all that some black folks just ain't from your tribe. Y'all tribally are different folks, right? How I just got done explaining that to y'all, right? So a natural indicator. Let's say you could eat all the meat and cheese and dairy that you want, and you built strong like a ox. You know what I'm saying? And it don't seem to impact you. Your family and your lineage don't have no history of dying from cancer. Like, you can actually consume it. Your bloodline, your genetics, your DNA, you can tolerate it, right? But you got a homeboy who ain't related to you at all. He can't eat order a small cheese fry. He'd be, you know what I'm saying? His shit get all, you know what I'm saying? He get the stomach bubbling, all He can't talk. Y'all probably tribally, you feel me? Tribally, in a different time, before colonization, before the transatlantic slave trade, before all the mixing and mingling and breaking up of everything, and the getting rid of your language and all of that. Before all that took place, y'all probably was members of different tribes. Y'all probably was geographically located in different parts of either the continent or from different continents. One of y'all might be from the result of the slave trade and came over on a boat, and one of y'all may be indigenous. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black folks got to go climb that family tree. Climb that thing. Climb it. If you got elders that's still alive, call and have them conversations about who they still remember. Hey, who your grandma? Hey, grandma, why you still breathing? Who was your grandma? Do you remember your great grandma? Okay, I bet. Shit, we about 4 generations up now. We could do something. Let's go. Let's work. You feel me? Go dig. Go dig. I implore y'all to. Let's move.
So that shows you a biological difference right there.
Yeah.
It was this thing about this group.
Before he get into the next question, because they about to change into, I think they about to talk about the diet. So let's go to the chat here. I got y'all. Soul said plug literally was talking about this last night. Crazy. Yeah. It is crazy, man. Synergy. Racehead said Albert Perry. Let's start there. Okay. Racehead said my people are 18 generations deep in indigenous. I like that. I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna say out the mud. I'm gonna just say out the mud, Cody. All right, let's get it. At Classic in the chat. What's good with it, y'all? Big dog. What up? 333 for out the mud, Cody. Everybody. 333 for out the mud, Cody. Talk that roof radio. What's happening? He said scientifically we're very different than ancient Egyptians and Ethiopians. I like that. You coming with a lot of history. Keep on talking. He said he's absolutely right. We aren't Africans. Yeah. Modine, everyone came from blacks. Yeah. But which blacks? You see what I'm saying? It's different. Yeah, we're Israelites. Color doesn't mean our species is the same as those people. TNN, your species, Israelites are a species. TN, here we go. All right, I don't know where this. I wasn't reading the chats live, but based on that response and the level of sophistication that both of these gentlemen have,
let's get ready to rumble.
What's going on, chat? Here we go. Okay, how did this go? He said, okay. Your species, Israelites are a species. Talk that roof said all people are different species of humans, just like every other animal. Cats have multiple different types. Tigers, bobcats, Leos. Yeah. Then TNN says, sir, different species don't interbreed. What are you talking about? Ted said all the time. Here we go. Leopards, house cats, cougars, etc. Ragehead said all skin folk ain't kin folk. Talk that roof said TNN channel, tigers and lions can interbreed. Joe Jet said, in my opinion, there's only the human race and our differences are ethnic. Not every black or African are the same, and the same for white people. These people identify each other by heritage. Okay. TNN said tigers and lions are similar genus and Panthera. Okay. Let's see. Uncle Plug, what up, Unc 333? Joe Jess said ethnically, people want to paint Africans as looking like Bobo and ignore those in Africa that look like a Jay-Z, Kanye West, or Corey Holcomb. That's true too. Hey, listen, and then they paint African women a certain way too. But oh boy, are they wrong. Boy, hey, it's some countries in Africa. I promise you, ninjas. I promise every last one of you ninjas. It's some countries in Africa. If you visit, you will not come back. Your ass will get a job. The women, boy. I ain't gonna talk about it. Hey, talk that roof TNN channel. All you had to do was say you're right. Different species. Genus is one thing. Species is another. Okay. It's hard to have honest conversations with people that do BS like that. Oh, here we go. I told y'all I knew it wasn't gonna go right. OG, what up, OG? They beefing in the chat, OG. Tez down said different tribes at a different time. Oh, yeah. Uncle Plug said crazy right souls. Yeah, I love cougars. Okay, Modine, random as hell. Let's move.
Gorilla mix. Have you healed NFL players and
all right, so he about to start talking about gorilla mix. That's a little bit different. But yeah, I just wanted to cover that, the tribalism aspect of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta understand, like, it's more than just like, okay, this type of black person that is indigenous of this type of land and his genes and his DNA, they have more bone density. They have more of a natural muscular structure, or more like they produce more proteins naturally, or can handle eating meat products. It's more than just that too. It's, you know what I'm saying? There's habits, thought processes. You got to understand different types of tribes. They did things differently. You had people who set up shop and endured where they was at. You had people who moved with the herds. You had people who moved around and conquered shit. You feel me? So if you think none of that stuff moves through generations, because all this shit wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago like y'all think. You know what I'm saying? You reach up about 5 generations. I'm telling you. I mean, all them folks gone, but you reach up about 5 generations. Put great on the back of grandma a couple extra times, and we right where we need to be. What we talking about? The shit wasn't that long ago when we was hunting and gathering. You know, we talk like this shit was in the 1700s. No, folks. No, you feel me? So yeah, when we put this whole thing into perspective, man, just understand when you dealing with some people, when you get that, like, I'll give y'all an example. It's somebody that I worked with for over 2 years. Communicate with everybody around the human being. The human being communicate with some of the same people communicate. The human being never spoke to me. Never spoke to me. And listen, and I ain't never had a problem with it. I ain't never had, whatever it is about me, bring out some sinister energy in that human being. Listen, famo, please stay don't speaking. Cause whatever, hey, look, it's something you ever see somebody, you ever been in the room and you see somebody in the cut looking at you like they want to fight you? You're like, hey, anybody know this ninja? Anybody know that ninja over there? Why folks looking like that? Them people, AG, that's some tribalism. That's some tribalism, folks. Yeah, in a different lifetime or something. You feel me? I don't know. You feel me? In a different, hey, motherfucker might have had real problems. But we ain't got to bring it to present day. Hey, Ray's Head said before the slave trade, more than 100 tribes of Paleo Americans, Black tribes, and Native Americans, Mongol extractions inhabited America. Oh, I'm knowing. I'm indigenous, but I ain't finna get these folk my business. Hey, Mr. Center of the World laughing. Yeah, because you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You catch somebody just mugging you that don't know you, you don't know them, you like, I'm talking about, I wish my cousin was here. What up? Hey, Ray says that everyone was a hunter-gatherer. Nah, not everybody. I ain't gonna hold you. Not everybody. You saying everybody did it, or you saying every tribe had them? And there was very much tribes that set up shop. Hunter-gatherers, they generally moved with the seasons. You had some tribes that endured. So I don't know about that, Race Head. We're going to have a conversation. Race Head. But yeah, let's move off of this one, man. Shout out to Hit and Hers podcast, and shout out to Brother Yahki, or Dr. Yahki now. You know what I'm saying? Let me put some respect on that name. Dr. Yahki. All right. Let's slide over to TikTok. We about to tap in with Cam Newton. Cam Newton is about to be talking about his hair. I actually could have pulled him up on YouTube, but I found it on TikTok, and this one, I like the way this one is broken down, so we're gonna use this instead. All right. But Cam Newton talking about his freeform locks, and we're gonna get into some information in regards to hair too, because I feel like a lot of people got that misconstrued as well. Let's move.
Why the hell would you just grow your hair like this? I thought you would never ask. I've never had a person touch my hair. It's freeform.
It did what it did.
It did what it did. It's synonymous to the fact that I'm a free spirit. Nobody has ever, bro, I have not went to a barber in 3 years. Our hair, to some, may be nappy or kinky, but if you allow it to grow, it connects. And it just will naturally do this. My hair really is powerful, because a Samsonite or a person in the Bible, Samson got his strength from hair. And when my father and the people that look at me like, bro, this nigga got nappy hair on national TV, it's okay, you may not understand it, because for me, everywhere that I go, from Memphis, Atlanta, Georgia, Compton, New Orleans, New York, Camden, New Jersey, Miami, people will look at me and say, hey, bro, Cam on TV, his hair just like mine. I can be on TV too.
Motivation with it.
Do you understand me?
I feel you.
So why the hell would you just grow your hair like this? I thought you would never ask. I've never.
Cam just cooked, man. Shout out to Cam Newton, bro. Shout out to Cam Newton for sure, for sure. He just really cooked. Hey, a few notes, man. A few notes. So listen, hairstyles amongst the indigenous people, black folks, you know what I'm saying, the melanated folks, hair can reflect spiritual status, rites of passage, or direct connection to ancestors. You understand? Certain locks and natural styles were considered antennas for spiritual energy, with hair symbolizing life force. Freeform locks especially were associated with freedom and a rejection of colonial standards and a connection to nature. Ancient styles like braids and locks were symbols of identity, lineage, and even social roles. And then the act of grooming hair in community, like braiding circles, was itself in itself were a sacred bonding practice, connecting people to each other and to their roots. So hair, the black hair is powerful in legacy. And so when you learn these things, right, and you got this this nine ether going on with you, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a whole lot of power on my shit. But when you got this going on, you know, there's a reason why they tell you to come in my corporation. I need you cut that off. There's a reason they tell you, oh, if you wanna have $1 billion or $1 million, you know what I'm saying, or if I want to let you in this room, or if we gonna give you this acting role, or if we gonna give you this big breakthrough, I need you to look more presentable. There's a reason why this. Listen, it's a lot going on. The truth is always right in front of you. That's why, you will have, I've heard black men who give advice to black men tell them, man, cut that shit off your head and so you can go get you a job. I mean, shit, if you want me to tell you my name, Toby, just say that. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to just, without you having to lash me, if you want me to tell you my name, Toby, just say that.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Bro, I'm not like, you understand how he said freeform locks were a sign of rebellion against colonial standards. When I was working in corporate America, fam, whenever not every single time, but they'd tell me like, oh, the VP coming in, take my braids out, take my neatly done cornrows out and wear my afro into the office with a you feel me, with a 3-piece suit on. Put and take off my day-to-day watch and put on the yeah one time on my wrist, because I have an extensive watch collection. Put that on today. I mean, and I'm talking about and beard trim to the nine and just come into the office just but it's a blowout though. Now the women in the office, they like those days. But the VP, he knew it, man, look. And then see him, what up? What's going on? He'll slap me a five, pull me in for a hug. This a West Coast white boy. What's going on, brother? How you doing, brother? You know what I'm saying? And listen, had to turn money down in that motherfucker. So you don't tell me that you can't get it done being you. You had these lames and these square go along with the get along dudes. That's why I be telling you, some of these ninjas don't be in your tribe. You had these go along with the get along dudes telling you, you gotta play the game and you gotta do this and you don't gotta do none of that shit. You could pave your own way. Standing on business ain't never stopped working. Authenticity is the highest frequency of attraction. Be you. You got dudes out here with that alopecia that'll tell you cut your shit off because they can't grow theirs out too. That'd be a thing too. That's a real thing too.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? They, and that don't be all of them, but they exist. You know what I'm saying? The dudes that before they let theirs go, they had that Mega Man helmet with the lining and shit. You got some of them too that'll tell you cut your shit because that misery love company. They want some locks, but they, you know what I'm saying, they'll have to glue theirs on at this point. They exist too. You got them too.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? So But it's a lot too. It's a lot too black hair, and that's why too on the side of like with our ladies, it's a lot going on with the trends in the world where our women gluing shit on their scalps and shit. You know what I'm saying? They putting all these chemically dyed wigs on. They got a lot going on. They using a lot of chemicals and products and things like that. We want our women healthy. You feel me? We want our women healthy, and natural is healthy. Natural is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Natural is long lasting too. You know, wearing that makeup every day, that shit is how you looking old faster than you know you would if you was just letting that shit breathe every day. You gonna look like that for 50 years, baby. You know what I'm saying? So we you know, especially then the natural hair. Some women they don't like their hair, they insecure about their hair, they feel like they got to do their hair. Hey, wash and go. Wash and go. We like that natural shit. Wear that fro, baby.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Wear that fro, baby. Wear it.
Classic.
I ain't gonna stunt you. Wear that fro. We with all that shit. We with all that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. What y'all talking about in the chat? What we got going on? Racehead said they had to hunt to survive. You talking about nomads? No, not just you talking about nomadic tribes though. Because nomads is normally, you talking about nomads, they normally like loners. No, I'm just talking about the tribes that set up shop. You have people that endured the winters. All tribes didn't move. That's what I'm saying. And if you didn't move, you couldn't hunt because all the big game would move. Lion ass boy, what you mean? Tears down. I feel him, but he could have just said, "I do what I want. Mind your business." That too. He could have said that too. But you know what? He gave us some game, right? Souls of Thought said, Tez, he has to explain because he started late in life. People think everything is attention seeking. Come on, Souls. Come on, Souls. Thug and Nate, what's going on? Talk that shit. Oh, you know we cooking. He said facts, laughing. Yeah. Mr. Center of the World said, the people who won't work with me because of my dreads don't need to be working with me. Say that. I feel you. Chanel put the fist up. Oh yeah, already. Eminem said, good, no. I don't know what that. I don't know. What Eminem good, no. I don't know. History note: cornrows were used as a way for slaves to secretly communicate with one another. Female slaves would style the cornrows in varying patterns like a language. Yeah, I heard about that. That's hard too. I wonder what that was. I want to put some slick shit in my hair. I'm forced to do me because I can't lie to myself every day. Everybody else got the right to do them. Yeah, that's facts. Hey Don, I like that. Stand on business, bro. That shit ain't never stopped working. He said, I'm forced to do me because I can't lie to myself. Everybody else got the right to do them. Yeah, I feel you. Mr. Center of the World. Yup. Cul-de-sac head. Oh, damn. You going on the people with the, hey, man, hey, listen, man. If the hair go, it go. But I'm just saying, if you can grow it, grow it. Love, wash, and go. Oh, yeah, we love to wash and go. He said, easy on the mega mans now. No, Souls, I ain't never heard you hate on people that could grow that shit. You good. You good. But it's some people that they shit stopped growing and they had to go shave and they been hating on niggas who still got they shit for the longest. You ain't one of them. You good. You in the clear, dog. The Mr. Center of the World, I prefer the flaws and all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Talk to the ladies. Kira said, I'm not mad at freeform locks in self-expression, but freeform locks are nasty. They trap dirt and sweat and from a personal hygiene standpoint, it screams unclean. That's an interesting take on it. I've never had freeform locks, and so I don't know what the difficulty level is of maintaining, hygiene with them. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Is there a way to detox them? Can you soak them and really get them cleaned out good? You do hair, right, Kira? So talk to us. Educate us on that. Just dropped in. Salute. What up, y'all? Out the mud. What's going on? Cam said that shit just grow like that big... He said that shit just grow like that, big dog. Yeah. Elite Chronicle Clips. FBA versus everybody. I'm not African. All right. Tenfold. Stand on your business. Souls of Thought said, if you got the bag, cool. If you broke, cut your hair. LOL. Classic goof out here. Shit. Now I got too much money with hair on my head, Souls. I can't lie to you. I'm not finna tell nobody they got to cut their hair to get money. They just got to know how to move. I'm not gonna lie. That's not true. Like you It's a myth. Like you can move up in the corporate ladder and have locks. You can. Now I don't know if your shit can't look like Cam. You can't have no freeforms and move up the corporate ladder. That would be hard to do. That would be very difficult to do. Like what the shit Jay-Z got in his head, that would be very difficult to do. But some kept locks and a clean shaven look, you know what I'm saying? You well groomed, you smell good, and you speak well, you can move wherever you want in corporate America. I promise you. That is a myth. I promise you. I wouldn't send y'all off. I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing wrong. I did it. It's not hard. I'm telling y'all. Let's see. Pemmican is a survival food used during the winter months, made with bison and berries and tallow, sun-dried. See? Yeah. So what you mean? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, I'm not saying people didn't have to hunt. I'm just saying like the traditional hunters and gatherers was on the move. But I get what you're saying. You saying technically everybody was a hunter or a gatherer, but you couldn't do it all year round unless you migrated. Let's see. The lovely Chanel. We're not gonna talk about my lock shrinkage though. Nah, you good. It happens to the best of us. It'll get to a point where you want some. I'm finna cut these. I'm finna cut my shit short. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. It's getting to be a bit much. Thug and Nate said, that's why you get a detox. Yeah, you talking about on your locks. Apple cider vinegar, baking soda, and lemons. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Can't you soak them freeform locks and get them clean? Yeah, survival food used during the winter months, made with bison, berries, and tallow. Yeah. I saw it. Joe Jet, freeform locks, the chitlins of dreads. Damn. Y'all going crazy. Racehead, I saw it, Racehead. Why you spamming, folks? I saw it. G, you good. Love 80 style. I think because the freeform locks are so thick, you can't get the dirt out of the middle. You do hair too? They could be detoxed and clean, but they also trap moisture, which leads to mildew. Ooh. Dio mio. Let's see. Souls of Thought said, not debating, just saying it's what's keeping them broke. Cut it off. I don't know, man. I don't know if anybody keeping themselves broke with a hairstyle. I don't know. Supposed to been good, not supposed to been good. Oh, you said classic good. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you good. I ain't taking no crazy way anyway, but I appreciate the clarification, my brother. I agree, me too. How you keep your hair. Thanks, King. For sure. Yeah. Me too, you 88. Hit the like button, subscribe, man. I see a lot of new people in the chat today. That's what's happening, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure while y'all tapped in with me.
Hey, y'all. Hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciates it.
For sure. Let me see. I hate when the chat bring me all the way up to the top. I can't see where I was at. Here we go. Did this nigga put some lips on this shit? Hey, the dude sliding in my chat, making, hey, okay, let's do this. Because this is my second time where a guy that slid in my chat saying some weird shit. Are these lips chat? All right. Hey, look. I don't know if y'all from Atlanta or where. Hey, classic only like women, gang. Only. If God made something better than a woman, I do not want it. You feel me? This what I do on the weekend.
I just want to come up and talk. Is that all right? Come on.
Yeah. Y'all gotta find somebody to play with. I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2 live streams in a row, chat. Fuck is going on? Hey, let's go, man. Let's see. I keep spare locks for the last time I cut my locks just in case I need them. Damn, you gonna put your locks right back in? That shit crazy. I heard about the reattachment gang though. Racehead said I removed those, but you must still get the deleted comments. My bad. It's all good. Let's see. TNN, you grow at Classic. Yeah. Oh, he said you growing. Oh, you talking about my platform? Thank you, TNN. That's what come with the game though, bro. Dude's gonna start hitting on me in the chat every day. Shit getting wild, man. It's crazy. She's fine if I may. Let's see. Ted's laughing. Yeah, what the fuck? Hey, Chanel laughing. Hey, y'all think this funny? Y'all laughing at this trauma. This is traumatic. It's probably baby girl at Classic. Nah, that ain't no girl. That's a dude. Let's see. Thug and they laughing. Hey, Brokeback came back. Yeah, what the fuck? I thought it was a girl. No, G, I can't see that picture. I can't see the thumbnail, chat. If that's a girl, I apologize. I can't see the thumbnail. I can't see it, folks. If that's a girl, we good. I can't see that shit. It's too little. Let's see. Can locks actually slow you down, or can locks empower you? If it's a woman, if it's a woman, we all good, baby. You can compliment me as much as you want. Can locks actually slow you down, or can they empower you? I don't think they slow you down. Freeform locks is a different conversation from just having your hair locked, though. I really believe that, because not only just because of the presentation of freeform locks, but like they said, the hygiene part of it. Because even with Cam Newton's money, he probably can pay to go to the best wash person to keep his locks as close to hygienically, you know what I'm saying, acceptable as possible. But yeah, the presentation of freeform locks may get in your way a little bit in corporate America. I'm not gonna lie about that. But if you have neatly kept locks that you can just pull back or wear down, you know what I'm saying, and you keep yourself groomed well, you're not gonna have no trouble in corporate America. You're not. That's not gonna be what gets you. It may be something else getting in your way. It's not gonna be your hair. And that's real. But freeforms, that's you are gonna have to find. You probably gonna have to go be a mechanic or something. I ain't gonna lie. It looks like a girl. Okay, if it's a woman, we good. Cause last time, hey, you was here, Soft Rain. You seen what happened last time. I'm traumatized, chat. I'm traumatized. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I think it's a girl. Okay, we good. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. Shit, man. Shit getting weird. 2026, y'all. Hey, look. Shout out to Cam Newton. Shout out to the conversation on the hair, man. Sorry for the disruption. Beeswax will do the job on your locks. Okay. I appreciate y'all clicking that thumbnail too, because I can't see y'all thumbnails. Like, I can see like the silhouette, but like the details, if you got, you know what I'm saying? I can't. Yeah. Classic is shook. Yeah, TNN, you saw what happened last time, man. Trauma, man. All right, question of the day. Get active, chat. Let's move. I got a great question for y'all. What defines you more? Your ancestry, your culture, or your lived experience? Let's get it. I'm gonna give y'all some time to respond to that. What defines you more? Your ancestry, your culture, or your lived experience? While y'all fill up the chat with y'all perspectives on that question of the day, let's listen to a little vibe, man. Let's go. We're gonna play Paranoid since I've been paranoid. Yeah, trauma. I seen people be so fickle, nothing surprised me. Double-edged sword, though, consider how you looking at everybody sideways. Shit. Look around, don't know who to trust. Nah, for real. Lately I've been paranoid, I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled. Ain't satisfied till I touch a certain ends. Can't say the number, they applied against my plans. I'm turning up, dog, this one for the gym. Come to these bars, I only play above the rim. Boy, I'm Thomas Shepard, long sleeve with the corduroys. Really came to get buckets. Purnell with the defense, too slick, you can't touch me. Bud Crawford on offense. I'm unassuming, but I'm really punching. Underrated, I'm starting to love it. Stacking days, I'm stacking the budget. When I win, ain't none of it lucky. Tapped in, I got it from nothing. Stay ready, preheated the oven, just did a theater. I'm still in recovery. Therapy team, they really love me. They'd kill me if they knew I was jumping. High speed chase, I had to punch it in front of thousands. I started with hundreds. Don't really see no competition, this look like a luncheon. Suggest you let me mind my business, catch you if you lunching. They love you all these years, but at the end you wasn't nothing. Look around, don't know who to trust. Not for real. Lately I've been paranoid, I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled. Present with poise, but I really got no chill. Far as blood, it ain't too thick to get spilled. They think I'm too cool to click, not for real. God ain't done with me yet, dog, I gotta heal. I ain't no run of the mill. Had to surround myself with steel. Yeah, I've been sharpening steel. Hard to feel hard feelings at all when I can hardly feel. Hard as hell, counting losses till you count the wins. If I could take the pain all over, swear I'd do it again. The way them hard times unlock me, look different, twin. If you don't understand my plight, then we just different men. If you can't understand
in my bike, then we got different hands. Yeah, different zone. I'm talking about different dance. I'm talking about different tribe. I'm talking about different clan. Boy, I'm sticking to the coats to the bitter end. I'ma live and die by it till I'm ashes in a can. Classic.
All right, chat. Question of the day. What defines you more, your ancestry, your culture, or your lived experience? For those that's going to ask about the music on the playback, that song is called Not For Real. It is on my Sebastian Tape album. You can find that album on SoundCloud for free. Artist name B Class, album Sebastian Tape, director's cut. And that song is called Not For Real. Y'all go ahead and tap in because I know y'all going to flood the comments. Where can I get that? So, yup, it's on SoundCloud. It's on SoundCloud. Let's see. Where we at with it? I'm trying to see. All right, so next level, MF, what's going on? Have Black people been afraid of locks due to society or their own preferences? I like this question. I'm going to pin that. I'm going to answer that in a second. Have Black people been afraid of locks due to society or their own preferences? Interesting. Lived experience, Soul said. He says lived experience. Let's see. My culture. Okay, let me do this real quick just so we can see the question the whole time. There we go. Look around, don't know who to touch, who to trust. There we go. Question of the day. So what's most responsible for you? The scroll bar is tweaking today. What is going on with StreamYard, chat? All right, here we go. Lived experience, culture, souls of thought said the other two is hard to measure if you haven't invested in knowing it to its root. Okay, I like that. So what defines you more, ancestry, culture, or lived experience? He said lived experience because the other two are harder to measure unless you know it at its root. That's true because you really have to know your ancestry to give it that much credit. And then culture, what does that mean to you, right? Because that's a concept that we could probably have a whole panel about. Because what is culture for real, especially for the American Black person due to colonization? What is that? I think it's defined differently by each person. TNN, lived experience has more immediate effect on your psyche. I like it. I like the logic. Let's see. Elite Chronicles says lineage matters more than anything else, and all that other stuff is goofy. Okay, coming in with a strong opinion. Racehead said number 1, lived experience. Number 2, ancestry. Number 3, culture. Okay. I like the breakdown. Mr. Center of the World said fire. Are you bopping to the song? Yeah. Appreciate it. Wait till you hear that joint live on Friday. Ooh, shit. We had a moment of silence after that motherfucker in rehearsal. I ain't gonna lie to you. Joe Jet said, I would say that the answer has layers like those Russian dolls. Many will see the ancestry, then the culture, and if they look deeper than the experiences, so reverse the order, and that defines you. Many will see the ancestry, then the culture, and if they look deeper than the experiences, so reverse the order, and that defines you. So lived experience, culture, ancestry. I like it. Drama City, what's up? Love that energy. Classic salute from Drama City, TV Cleveland. What's going on, Cleveland? I got folks in Ohio. What's going on with it? Elite Chronicle, lived experience is an individual thing. I don't give up about your lived experience, but I do care about my bloodline. I feel you, Elite Chronicles, with the strong opinion. I feel you. Hit the like button ASAP for sure. Everybody subscribe too. Stay tapped in with me. Love 8 Styles, 8853. I think all 3 define you. Your ancestry passes down your culture, which can affect your lived experience. Which one defines you most, though? In the now. Which one defines you most in the now? I'm gonna make you make a decision. She trying to pick all. No, ain't no D. All the above. No. Which one? Pick one. The lovely Chanel, ancestry for me. For spiritual inheritance. I like that, Chanel. You did your research already, though. A lot of people don't climb that family tree. I'll be telling y'all, climb that family tree. Go up there, get some apples. Elite Chronicles, nobody gives a about your lived experience as an individual. That's true. Nobody cares. But which one defines you, though? It can still define you, even though nobody cares. You talking about who cares. Do somebody have to care for it to define you? Talk to me. Let's peel back that layer. Talk to me, Elite. You got a strong opinion, but I'm going to challenge you. Talk to me. TNN said people don't get along because they are of the same lineage. It's mostly cultural alignment. Many people of similar lineage simply don't get along. Why wouldn't they get along if they're from similar lineage, though? Oh, we got money. Oh, no, I started one. My fault. False alarm, chat. Look, I was going to play y'all some music for nothing. My bad. I forgot our favorite it, bro, question. Look. But y'all can go ahead and kick the super chats off if y'all want. What's today? Monday? Don't be shy. If y'all buying tickets to the show, though, keep your super chats. Pull up to the event. Conversation with Soft Rain. Put the SoundCloud link in there for y'all who want to find the music. Thug and Nate. I root for everyone black. I love everybody about being black. I love everything about being black. Our music, natural beauty, food. We are the chosen people. I love everything about being black, too. They say don't call yourself black, though. We always policing how we want to be black and which words we can use and which terminologies and shit like that. I mean, listen. Everybody chill. Ray said, we are subjects of our environment at the end of the day. Great point. Next level said lived experience as a whole, but ancestry as well. Okay. Ted said culture you lived in, lived experience in that culture, and ancestry. Okay. I like the breakdown. Everybody go join the Discord. The Discord link is in the chat right there. Follow Finds Conversations with Soft Rain. She has the link for the Discord in the chat right there. Pin that Soft Rain. The Discord link is going to be pinned in the chat. TNN said, whether people care about your lives. Oh, I think that's supposed to be lived. Okay. Whether people care about your lived experience is immaterial to the effect it has in you. Right. That's what I was saying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Yeah. Elite Chronicles said fire song. Appreciate it. TNN said the only reason lineage even matters is because colonial. God damn. Hold on, chat. The only reason lineage even matters is because colonialism and slavery have painted a picture of white solidarity. So many feel to gain power, we all have to align around lineage. Okay. Elite Chrono, what you laughing at, folks? Kira said your ancestry has the biggest covert impact. Okay, I like that. Your ancestry has the biggest covert impact. But Kira, before I read the rest of your statement, what about the amount of people who don't really know their ancestry though? How can it be impacting them so heavily if they don't know it? All right, you have a lot of people living with material and physical health issues that affect their lived experience, but your lived experience is definitely number one. Okay, so you saying your ancestry has a covert impact, so that means that it's an underlying thing. So that would speak to the fact that they don't really know how they're being affected. And then you're saying, but your lived experience would be the biggest, probably overt impact. Okay, I like the breakdown. I'm with you. See, that's why you got to read the rest of it, right? Come on, classic. Souls of Thought says society really don't care about your ancestry and culture. It's evident. Yeah. It was made that way, though. Why? TNN. Lineage doesn't define solidarity. Some of the deepest rivalries among siblings. Touche. Next level. The word black truly doesn't define or describe us. We're melanated people. I agree. But I feel like when I hear somebody say black, that's what I hear. Like it goes through a filter, right? I hear somebody say black and I hear melanated. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where I was taught in communications at university, at the man's university. I was taught that effective communication is when the listener gets what you're saying. Essentially, effective communication is when the listener gets what you're saying. So if somebody says black to me and I receive black as melanated, and that's what they was trying to say, they got through. But for somebody else, and then you got people who will misunderstand people on purpose. Like somebody be like black and they be like, man, we ain't black. Stop saying black. Ooh, it's like, man, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Then you start having a conversation about how we going to have a conversation. Racehead said the sun people, for sure. So lived experience is the majority. Absolutely. Conclusively. Lived experience is the majority. I'll give y'all my answer. Thank you, chat, for chiming in. What defines you more, your ancestry, your culture, or your lived experience? For me, I'm going to say my ancestry. I've been doing a lot more research on my bloodline, specifically on my father's side recently, and even some on my mother's side. And I've learned some things about my ancestry that are bringing a lot of things about me personally full circle. And so I intend to go a little bit further with it. I've always known that my people aren't from the transatlantic slave trade. My people happen to be indigenous, and I know of what tribe and stuff like that, but that's for me to know. Maybe one day I'll share it here. I probably have said it before, but if you wasn't watching, you ain't catch it. But yeah, so and people who be around me, they be realizing after a little while, like, hey, somebody asked me the other day, hey, bro, you mixed? Oh shit. I was like, kinda, not really though. Definitely children of the sun. That's why we are able to look at the sun and be in the sun so long without really any effects, for sure. He said, right, but comprehension is a skill. Oh, for sure, for sure. But yeah, man, I think a lot more people should look into their ancestry, because I think it, like Kira was alluding to, it'll bring a lot more things about you as a person full circle. You know what I'm saying? I think it's not necessarily knowing where you come from, just knowing what you link to. Elite Chronicle said, when people see you, they see your race first, not no damn lived experience. Elite Chronicle gonna drive that point home. I'm with you, gang. Next Level says, shout out to all the mirrors. Let's see. The lovely Chanel, facts. I've learned, and I'm a healer. My father's side is a family of healers. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to get some herbs. I know you growing herbs. Let me know when you start growing the herbs. I gotta support the business, Chanel. Let me know as soon as you start having the herbs. I got some fresh herbs. I'm finna go put me some sour sop together in a minute. You feel me? But yeah, let me know. Put me on game. But yeah, man, thank you. That's a dope question of the day. What defines you more, your ancestry, your culture, or your lived experience? Lived experience, overwhelming majority. But we have some people with some different perspectives for sure. All right, y'all. Let's move into the code language conversation before we done for the day, man. The code language conversation for the day is indigenous. Indigenous. All right. The overview of indigenous. Indigenous peoples are distinct, often minority populations descending from a region's original inhabitants prior to colonization or state establishment, holding unique languages, cultures, and governance systems. All right. So one more time, indigenous people are distinct, often minority populations descending from a region's original inhabitants prior to colonization or state establishment, holding unique languages, cultures, and governance systems. So interesting that indigenous people are often a minority. Off the rip, just before we get fully into it, distinct, often minority populations. If we was here, we was already here. The whatever lands we talking about, we could be talking about a small acreage of land. We are indigenous of these lands. Why are we now the minority in these lands? Someone in my chat the other day was like, we're not a conquered people. And I said, how come? Colonization is conquering. Colonization in its purest form is conquering. Is it not? Let's go over the overview. Words matter. And that's why we talk about it like this, chat. It's so important. I'm so grateful for the sophisticated people in my chat and the people that find entertainment in sophistication as well. Because I don't want to sit up here and lecture y'all like no damn college professor. But listen to this shit. This ain't disappointing to y'all. Indigenous people are distinct. That's dope. I like being distinct. I like being distinguished. I like all that shit. I'm with that. Often the minority. How? We was here. How is it less of us now? And we was here first. That let you know what happened. Do, 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 do. What happened to that boy? That let you know what the motherfuckers came through here clapping shit. Y'all gotta, hey, truth be right in front of you. Be right in front of you, folk. Sat down with 2K. Me and Ted sat down with 2K. One thing I had to agree with him with. Y'all want to change? Go have to move some furniture. All right? Gonna have to move some furniture. Because they didn't come over here and take over without moving some furniture. Now, if you can't translate what I mean by moving furniture, can't help.
Classic.
All right, so, but when I think about the indigenous, you got to understand these are the people who oftentimes were robbed of, you know, if you go to reservations, you can see the preservation of the culture, right? The still using the language, all the customs, all the heritage, all the tribalism, all the, you know, the teepees, the whatever it is, you know, for the Native American, depending on what the tribe is and what they practices they're going to hold on to their yesteryear, their traditions. You can still see the preservation of these things, but largely there are many of us, many of us, myself included, who are of Native American heritage, probably more easily than y'all know, without sending these people y'all blood to a lab or y'all fucking swabs to a lab. Without doing that, y'all probably can find out, you know what I'm saying, what Native American tribes you are linked to. If you are, because you could be from Africa, but if you aren't, you probably can, easier than you think, find out which tribe you are linked to and go visit these reservations and go back home to your people and reconnect. And you'd be surprised how inviting these folks are. There are many people who go on these journeys and they try to talk to y'all about it in public and y'all ignore it. When y'all see Kevin Gates wearing a feather in his hair, that's not for decoration. And I'll leave that right there. I'm not finna do too much divulging because that's that man's spirituality. But me, I'm letting y'all, like, okay, for example, the tribe that I'm from, right? The feather ornament in the hair usually indicates that you are Minko. If you know what Minko mean, then you know what I'm talking about. So he didn't get that feather for no reason, and he didn't get that feather because he don't know nothing. So people be trying to show y'all. Kyrie also be having on feathers and different ornaments. He's reconnected and he has rank within his, you know, amongst his people. He's been embraced at a certain capacity amongst his tribe. You know what I'm saying? And of course, everyone who walks in that way and who has reconnected, those people are very humble people, which also in some instances is why, you know, unfortunately, we are conquered people too. A lot of indigenous cultures, or 97% of everybody. But these people walk humbly and they don't do too much about it. But folks be having real rank out here. So I'm trying to say stuff without saying too much because certain type of jargon gets, you know, shadow banned, and I want this to be seen. So I'm trying to, you know, I'm not being cryptic, but hopefully y'all following me. So yeah, man, just do y'all research, and it's deeper than just swabbing your mouth and sending it off to some people so they can send you some paper that tell your ass you 2% Ethiopian and 1% Antarctican and shit. Like, it's more to it than that. Niggas just don't be wanting to do the leg work. Let's see what the chat talking about before we move off of this code language. I didn't want to read the chat while I was talking. I wanted to let my stream of consciousness run out. Let's see. Elite Chronicle says she got that sea moss on deck. I know she do. As soon as they talk about healing, I know she got the herbs. TNN said at Elite, when they see your race, can that affect how they treat or respond to you? TNN and Elite gonna have that out. I'm gonna let them do it too. Let's see. Race head. Genius or originating in, what you saying? Oh, equals originating in. I got you. You saying same thing. Okay, I got you. John Ross said we are conquered, and that's why we are POW. POW. Yeah. For sure. TNN said, yeah. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna, hey, you right when you right. Elite Chronicle said at TNN, yeah, that's why racism exists, treating or responding to someone based on race. Elite Chronicle said facts. Racehead said let's get it. Roxy said hey. TNN said at Elite, exactly, and how they respond to you then affects your psyche. Thus, the most important thing that matters most is lived experience. Try to recall the options we were given. Tears Down said the indigenous smile you must trust. Yeah. Elite Chronicles. I trace my lineage goes back to the 1700s in America. That's what's up. I'm glad you did your research too. I'm proud of you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? TNN said at Elite to explain further, their response is your lived experience. Y'all gonna have this debate till somebody tap out. Next Level said, what's your thoughts on all the fake people claiming to be indigenous? I don't know that they're fake. I just think they probably claiming it, not knowing the actual details of it. You got some people that's like, shit, I'm from here, and they just randomly saying it, but they right. They just can't prove it to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know that they fake. They probably think they lying or not sure if they telling the truth or whatever the case may be. But there's more brown people from here than we know. You know what I'm saying? Bloodline wise, and then you got a lot of people that's interbred because of the actual Atlantic slave trade. Like some people did get shipped over. It just wasn't the number that they telling us. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. So yeah, you do have some folks that's, you know, Ghanaian and freaking Cherokee. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, let's see. Kira said, taking my kids to Guyana. Oh, that's what's up. To teach them more about their paternal culture and to take over family properties. It's important for parents to teach them to be proud of their culture and bloodline. Absolutely. I'm proud of you for doing that. That's what's up. I'm proud of y'all. Let's see. We've been Willie lynched. Oh, shit. Come on, Racehead. I think we're saying the same thing in different ways. I think y'all are too. Yeah, it's a stalemate. Yes, sir. Thanks, bro, for sure. John Ross said it wasn't not slave trade. That's a double negative, so I'm not sure if you're trying to say. Yes, I'm okay. Did the $5 Indians get our treaties? What you all? Elite, you back in troll mode. Racehead trolling. Let's see. Elite Chronicles. They are responding to your race first. Therefore, race comes first. Lived experience second. Here we go. Gunter, what up? What up, Classic? What up, Gunter? What's going on? But all right, that's it on the code language, man. That's it on the code language. Indigenous. A lot of great perspectives and a full-blown debate going on in the chat. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. All right, so we got time for some chat Q&A. I did have one question from Next Level. He said, have Black people been afraid of locs due to society or their preferences? I think some of both. I think you have a lot of people who believe that they can actually get less done in professional environments having long hair. I believe there's a lot of people who have bought into that thought process. And for some men, that may very well be true. Depending on how they want to present their long hair, it might be true. It may benefit them to potentially get in the door first, get to a certain level of esteem, build a reputation in the company, and then start growing your hair all crazy and shit. You'll be okay. But I wouldn't say pull up to the interview like that with no Jay-Z twists and your shit or no Cam Newtons. I wouldn't pull up to the interview like that if I was you. You know what I'm saying? We just got to be real and practical. But as far as people just wearing locks or choosing not to wear locks because they're afraid of some perception, I think that exists too. I think there's a balance of both. I don't. It's hard for me to take a guess. I mean, there's no way for me to quantify it. I would really just be guessing. But have Black people been afraid of locks due to society or their own preferences? Yeah, I gotta say both. I don't know about no majority or minority. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. Yeah. Good question though. Let me see. Next Level said, let me rephrase it. What about the so-called $2 Indians, all the white people who claim native for benefits? You know what? Them people got to live with whatever that is, whatever comes of that, they got to live with that. Some people believe in karma. I don't know that it always worked like how we think, but I can't really say nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people finessing governmental systems. John Rod said, my fault. My fault is wasn't no slave trade. Okay, you saying wasn't no slave trade. You saying at all? I don't know about that shit, John. I ain't gonna lie to you. Tez Down said society used to punish natural styles. Some corporations still do. Just steer clear, because why would you want to work next to people like that? Facts. Yeah, if you can't, yeah, that's true. Elite Chronicles said, good topics and good, clean conversation. We need these convos. Appreciate it, Elite. Yeah, you got to switch up the tempo sometimes, man. It can't be all gossip and bullshit. You know what I mean? We try to, here at the Classic Codes, we do have a mission, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a mission.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's see. TNN said, but race doesn't inform you. Wait, but your race doesn't inform who you become. Your parents aren't responding to your race. Interesting. What up, Tez? Elite Chronicle said, what up? Tez Down, or cut it and keep doing what you're doing. For me, it's a mix of both. Should it be? No, but it's a battle I get to fight later in life. I feel you, Tez. Way to embrace the reality of the situation. Let's see. Sharon said, good day, everyone. What up, Sharon? TNN said, if we whittle it down to confidence, confidence is nothing more than how you were treated when you were a child. That's lived experience, not race. Y'all gonna have this debate until y'all blue in the face. I think y'all agree more than y'all disagree. Let's see. Joe Jet said, some Neros view locs. Okay, that's your code. Okay, some ninjas view locs like wearing shorts with ashy legs. Get some lotion and a haircut type shit. Yeah, some people do look at it like that. Racehead said, he Arab Muslim slave trade, also known as the trans-Saharan and the Eastern slave trade, is recognized as the longest in history, spanning over 1,300 years. For sure. So are you saying because that's true that the Atlantic slave trade never took place? Is that what you're trying to say? Let's see. Elite said facts, Classic. Yeah. Y'all agreeing more than y'all think. But yeah, man, that's a great question for chat Q&A, and I'm gonna let them boys finish their debate. Did y'all have anything else for chat Q&A for me? Anything y'all want to talk about? Anything y'all want to bring up? I got 5 minutes for y'all. 5 short minutes. But in the meantime, while I wait for any questions to arrive, February 13th, this Friday, we have our live event. Come meet up with us in the west suburbs of Chicago, Darien, Illinois, at the Q Bar. All right, Singles and Soulmates, the Raw Society Coalition. You understand, the Raw Society Coalition. We are having our meetup, our first live meetup with a full concert. From myself, I will be performing live. We'll have our live podcast panel, interactive with the audience. Y'all be able to mix, mingle with us, take pictures. We got raffle. We raffling off money, raffling off different giveaways as well. So we got a lot going on. Food, drinks. It's gonna be a vibe, man. We gonna have a good ass time for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all there. There are still some tickets available on Eventbrite. So if you can get your ass to the Chicagoland area, you need to go ahead and make it, man, if you can. Joe Jet says some people conceptualize the world and the people in it through the habits, ideas, or perceptions. True. The Lovely said the Crown Act was created for jobs and natural hairstyles. Yeah. My dog Mikey had presented that one time when I was arguing for hair, but I was saying that you could get it done without that. It's just about leading with care. It's a certain way you got to carry yourself to get it done, though. And for some people, if they don't know how to maneuver like that, they are better off just cutting their hair to something more presentable. Let me get that Kobe one time. I got you. Somebody just threw some money in the chat for you. I got you. GR Infantry, money. What's going on? We got some bread in the chat. Thank you for putting some paint where it ain't. I rocks with the content. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, man. Stick around. We have these conversations all the time. This is the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms and the most consistent. For sure. Joe Jet said, I would say that in our time that we should view culture as a masculine force that instills leadership and a way of life for its people, because women and children don't do this. I'm inclined to agree with you, Joe. On a very fundamental level, I'm inclined to agree with you. Racehead said slavery is popping in Libya right now. Right. I feel you. TNN said, great live at Classic. Appreciate it, TNN, for sure, for sure. Make sure y'all pop out on Friday, slide to the Eventbrite, get tickets. For the people out of town, if y'all in the South, we are coming to Columbus, Georgia next, all right? So our next tour stop will be in Columbus, Georgia. So stay tuned for information on that. But this week, it is all about this Friday in the west suburbs of Chicago. It is the Raw Society Coalition Singles and Soulmates tour. Officially, we are on the move, man. So pull up on us on Friday, man. We about to have a hell of a time for sure, for sure, for sure. It's gonna be legendary.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
You know what I'm saying? Legendary. Yes, Lord, man. But until then, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room, everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist, no stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank, southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't.